good afternoon, even though it is like 8 o'clock at night. So I kind of had a little bit of a stressful day today. Um, then these teenagers and kids are getting out of school soon, and that's gonna get on my nerves as well. But I'm trying to think positive. So, anyways, I just feel so tired. Feel so tired. Okay, so I think I'm about to do another story time. And yes, this is gonna be about like part 2 of how I was treated going through being pregnant with my daughter. Now, I did a story time maybe a year ago talking about how even people on my job at the time, I was working a night shift while I was pregnant. So even though I wasn't showing yet, because I was only like a month pregnant, but I was extremely sick because I had a high risk pregnancy, and I was so sick during the pregnancy to the point where I was even throwing up water. But 2 things that I could keep down, that the baby would let me keep down, was root beer soda, and I love me some root beer soda, was root beer soda and some sherbet ice cream. So I'm on the job, and I had to spit every 5 minutes. The way that it smelled on the job, everything, just made me sick to my stomach. It really did. And I had a bad taste all the time. I had to keep me some pickles with me on the job during that time, being a month pregnant and going into that was my first trimester. So employee who was something like an assistant manager, she actually tried to like get me fired, and she was telling on me in front of my face to a man. Well, this man was a black man, and she was his Hispanic Mexican chick. And then she's gonna say, well, she keeps going into the bathroom and she's not working the way that she should be. She's using the excuse that she's pregnant and she doesn't feel good. I said, first of all, I ain't using the excuse of nothing. I am pregnant. And I don't feel good every day that I'm coming to this job. So I don't appreciate you sitting up here talking about me in my face. She's like, but you know what you're supposed to be doing. I said, I don't know nothing. Now, I couldn't curse at her the way I wanted to, because I wanted to call her the B word and everything, because, like, how you gonna try to get me fired? And then the man pulled me to the side, and he said, listen, you seem like a really nice person. I know that you really do be working, and I understand that you're pregnant and you gotta come to work not feeling good, because at this time he was telling me, yeah, my wife is pregnant and she's having the same symptoms. She's like, no. He was like, just ignore, her. I don't understand why she's trying to get you in trouble or get you fired, but just try not to do things where people can try to get you in trouble, because it seems as if she wants you to get rolled up or something. And she was trying to get me rolled up also. This was at the Bush Airport. So, I'm 2 months pregnant at the time. Another time on the job. So I was always like, I would come to work every day with a bad attitude. Everything stank to me inside of the workplace. I was mad because I couldn't keep any food down, and then I had my lunch break was on, because I was on the night shift with other people and my baby daddy. This lady who was a snake, this old lady who I was hanging with, who I thought was my friend, she was sitting up there eating French's chicken, potato salad, dirty rice, French fries in my face. Then another time she brought Popeye's chicken. Now, I love me some Popeye's chicken, especially when I was pregnant. Mind you, I tried to eat Popeye's chicken. I had my mom to buy me some Popeye's chicken while I was pregnant with my daughter, and lo and behold, I threw that up. I was craving some Raisin Bran cereal with milk. I tried to enjoy that, and the moment I started trying to enjoy the Raisin Bran and the milk, I threw that up. Then I had Domino's pizza. I threw that up. I was craving some greens with cornbread, which is one of my favorite meals to eat, especially on Sunday. I had my mom to cook that for me, and I couldn't keep that down. I threw that up. So I'm coming to work, and I'm upset. I don't feel well. I had bruises on my arm from me being in the hospital, having IVs put in my arm, because I somehow got dehydrated during my pregnancy, because I kept throwing up everything. So my boss at the time was this Mexican lady. She got mad at me because she just made me mad that day. And it's just anything that somebody would do to irritate me, and it's already uncomfortable being pregnant. and feeling like you have to throw up every 5 minutes. So she gonna look at me, laugh. Hey, why you always coming to work every day with a frown on your face? What's wrong with you? I said, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. And you know that I'm going through a pregnancy, so I'm not going to come into work every day with a smile on my face. Period. And that's how I said it. Even though she was my boss. Because I just didn't care, because she had, as my boss, she had been doing some bullshit to be a boss. She's 30 years old and on the job dating an 18-year-old dude. Okay, but whatever. She got mad at me because of how I said what I said to her. And she had sent me to the main office like I'm in school or something. And at this time, one of the managers was this Pakistan lady who I didn't like as well. She's gonna say, you know, I know that you're pregnant, and there's a lot of females that's young like you, your age, and you know, if you don't feel well and you come into work feeling like you have to throw up, pop some grapes in your mouth. And she's like, I remember when I was young like you, and I was on the job and sick and feeling like I had to throw up. I just brought some grapes to work. I'm like, first off, ma'am, with all due respect, I can't keep nothing down. If I bring some grapes to work and try to eat them, I'm going to throw that up. I'm going to throw that shit up. And she just going to start laughing. Then she's like, wow, I can tell that you've been in the hospital. You got all those bruises on your arm from IVs being in your arm. I'm like, yeah, I just got out the hospital. And so that was just so unnecessary for my boss to send me to get wrote up, or like I was in trouble because I said what I said to her the way that I said it. But I didn't give a damn at the time. And then I felt some type of way about her because at the time my baby daddy was on the same shift with me, and she acted as if she liked him. So I just used to always like side eye her, because like, then she's on the job exchanging phone numbers with an 18-year-old, and she's in her 30s. So it was just all kind of bullshit going on the night shift at the Bush Airport. All kind of shit. Okay? So whenever I was at home and I didn't have to go to work, or when I had quit my job at the airport during my pregnancy because it just got too overwhelming for me. My bladder was always bad. I had to hurry up and rush to a bathroom. Then I'm still on the job throwing up water and everything. And so at this point I quit. I'm at home going through things. I'm at home every day, okay? So I'm trying not to bring up some things, you know, that I feel like that'll be stepping on people's shoes. But I'm going to say this. Now, in the midst of me, okay, I quit that job so that I could stay home and get unemployment, because my pregnancy was high risk and I didn't feel well all the time. And my aunt, the same aunt who I said that was gonna give me a baby shower, I did that story time like earlier in the day. The same aunt who was gonna give me a baby shower, but didn't, and her daughter did not believe that I was pregnant, even though me and my mom riding in the car with them, and I told her to stop the car and pull over because I had to throw up, and she did. So when they're dropping me and my mom off, right, at the time, they're gonna say, "Can we see your stomach?" I'm like, for what? We just want to see how far along you are. So I raised up my shirt and I showed them my protruded pregnant belly. Oh yeah, you are pregnant. We can see, you can clearly see that. I looked at both of them. I got very mad. I'm like, I don't know why you think I would be pregnant. I have a uterus, just like any other female. So why would I be sitting around lying like I'm pregnant? And why would I have you to pull over twice because I had to throw up? I'm pregnant. Get over it. Okay, so I didn't say get over it, but that's what I wanted to say. So, whew, that incident pissed me off to my core, because I'm like, don't be asking me to raise my damn shirt up so you can see if I was really pregnant. And then there was other people in the family who didn't want to believe I was pregnant. Okay? So, these other things that happened during the time I was pregnant when I had to sit at home, but I'm going to leave those things alone. But finally now I'm about to talk about how I was treated while I was in labor with my daughter. Okay. On this day, I had ate McDonald's and I had 2 ice cream sundaes. I had some orange juice. And an ice cream cone. So I had to drink something because I think I was past my due date. It's some kind of drink that my grandma told my mom to fix for me. I can't really think of it. It had to be mixed with some orange juice. And it was something that was green and slimy. But later on that night, after I ate all that food from McDonald's and drank the orange juice with the stuff in it, and had 2 ice cream sundaes and an ice cream cone, I'm gonna say around 10 o'clock at night, I feel some warm liquid running down my leg. And I was like, oh my God. Now, mind you, I'm sitting on the couch with my hand on my belly because I felt extremely full, because I had really just pigged out and ate like a pig. But my water had broke. So, my sister called the ambulance. The ambulance men felt like I was walking too slow to get on the stretcher. So they just grabbed me and just hurried up and just like practically threw me on the stretcher, telling me, you're gonna need to speed it up because once you get to the hospital, they're gonna make you walk while you're in labor anyway. So we're just trying to prepare you. I said to myself, I really don't care. Um, so I was mistreated by the ambulance people in that situation. Then I get to the hospital. It's the Pakistan lady who was a gynecologist doctor. So she had to check me down there. She had to she was getting mad at me because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I was acting a fool. I was throwing things, I was screaming, I was pulling my hair. I was in so much pain because I was in labor. And this doctor, this Pakistan lady got mad at me. So this young lady who had to help the doctor with me, she got mad because she didn't want to do something. And she had an attitude with me. And I just felt like people was just tripping and just acting stank with me for no reason. Like, I'm in labor, so why are you acting like that with me? Okay. Then, around the time, while I'm pregnant, at this time, I was able to keep food down. And I was getting a little big. But then, my baby daddy, my daughter's father, he started acting stank with me. This nigga gonna tell me. I told him at the time, this is what I said to him, but I don't feel like this was any reason for him to say what he said to me. I told him, you make me mad a lot. Because he had told me that he had recently slept with his other baby mama behind my back. And I said to him, you make me mad, and sometimes I can't stand you. I say, because you're so selfish. Because we are supposed to be in a relationship, and why are you going behind my back, laying down with her? He gonna say, well, you make me mad as well. Sometimes I can't stand you too. And he gonna say, because you won't look like I want you to look. He said, like I told you before, you don't never get your nails done. You don't never get your toes done. You won't dress how I want you to dress. You won't get your hair done the way I want you to get your hair done. He's like, if I bring you around my family, they're gonna tell me to throw you back where you came from. And at first, I was on the phone speechless because I couldn't believe what came out of his mouth. Talking to me as if I'm just ugly. And this is one reason why I halfway can't stand him to this day. Because he said that to me and other things that he did to me too. It's something else that he did to me when I was pregnant, but I don't want to talk about it on here. But I had took a breath and paused. I said, okay. After he said what he said, I'm like, you know what? The next time your sorry ass can't stay with your brother or your mama, you have fun sleeping on that park bench. Because you ain't welcome over here no more to sit in my AC and eat up my groceries and lay in my bed. You sorry ass bastard. Then I hung up in his face. Now he rung the phone. He called me back. He let the phone ring about 20 times. Then I didn't answer it. Then he gonna text me and say, that's how you feel? I don't understand how you could talk to me that way. I'm your baby daddy. I had wrote back, I'm like, boy, the hell with you. I don't care who you are. You told me, you said what you said to me, you meant it. You ain't even say you apologize for telling me that if you bring me around your family, they're gonna tell you to throw me back where I came from. And I told him, which I told him before, which is true, a lot of his male friends that was friends with me and him both would tell me that he's ugly and why did I choose him. Even our own child or my own daughter say that he ugly. And she not lying, he is ugly. But when I got with him, it wasn't because of his looks. It was because he's very charming. And he knows how to charm a woman. But he is ugly. And his friends is right. One of his male friends gonna ask me, do you have low self-esteem? Why you choose somebody as ugly as that and as pretty as you is? He's like, you can get into any man you want and you choose that. He's like, I'm his friend and everything, but I'm just keeping it real. This was one of his male friends told me. Now, at the time, I got offended when he said that to me, but I shouldn't have got offended at all. I told him, right after I had the baby, what his friend said. But anyway, he was treating me wrong while I was pregnant. There would be times when my family would be low on food. I asked him to bring me some fried shrimp and some fried rice from the fish market. He on the other end of the phone laughing, talking about I ain't going nowhere. I don't know what to tell you. If you are craving something, I don't know what you call me for because I'm sitting over here in an apartment with no lights. And I'm like, I said, fuck you, and I hung up in his face. Because I'm like, boy, he was just doing me all kinds of ways. Talking crazy to me. And then trying to force me to have sex with him while I'm pregnant, and would get mad at me when I would turn him down. He put me through a lot too. Everybody was putting me through things. Nobody wanted to have any consideration for the fact that I was already going through a high-risk pregnancy, and nobody wanted to sympathize with me or understand how I felt or what I was going through, because I was going through a lot. But I'm about to end this video because I am kind of exhausted. I'm going to try to get me some sleep because I didn't get a chance to take a nap today. I hope you viewers enjoyed this video. And until then, y'all stay blessed.